Hello everyone, this is Glenn again of PinoyPlanatiks, and I will review this time the 1:100 Shining Gundam Master Grade from Mobile Fighter G Gundam. So this kit is considered as one of the first Master Grade na may full inner frame. So let's check it out if this kit still holds up. Okay, first I'm going to show you the details that I added to this kit. So first of all, the head Vulcan, as you can see, I use a yellow Gundam marker to paint that. Then I use black Gundam marker dito sa mga lines na to. Huge chunk of lines sa skirt armor, sa hip, and sa biceps. Okay, itong sa may shoulder area naman, itong part na to, yung color gold, that's yellow out of the box. So you need to repaint it. I use Tamiya gold spray can. Then I panel lined it to add more details. Then itong sa may arms, itong may booster na to, that's yellow out of the box as well. Pati itong leg area na to na may booster, so I also use Tamiya gold spray can. Okay, since this is an early master grade from Bandai, they use screws to tighten the joints, as you can see on this manual. Okay, so I want to show you the core fighter. So, as you can see here, I painted yellow itong circle parts na to. Then, I also painted the pilot inside, the mount cashew. Then, itong sa back na to, itong part na to, that's yellow out of the box. So, you need to paint it with white and black or gray if you want. Okay, so to insert the core fighter sa Shining Gundam, you need to move this part up like this. Then yung booster, then put the core fighter sa likod Shining Gundam like this. That's it. Okay, so I'll show you the articulation. First, the head can move up this much, move down this much, side to side, and it can rotate 360 if you so choose. The whole arm can rotate 360. Then there's a bicep swivel as well, but very limited. Then the whole arm can move up this much on the side. Then elbow joints. Very nice elbow joints. Then sa wrist, it can rotate 360 up and down, left and right. Now, if you move the whole arm forward like this, it can touch his right shoulder or vice versa. Now, sa body, etong part na to, there's no joints. So, that's a whole block. Itong red area na to, so there's no articulation on there. Pero sa pinakailalim, may ball joint. So, it can still move up this much, move down this much. Very limited side-to-side articulation. Okay, so if you move the skirt armor up this much, you can move the whole leg up this much. Okay, so since this is a old ball joints, yung connection sa torso tsaka sa leg, it can only move this much. So he cannot do the split. But the knee bend, still pretty good. Next, the foot can move up this much, move down, side to side, and a little rotation. So very nice. Still very nice. Okay, so I'm going to show you next the accessories for this Master Grade Shining Gundam. So first, yung set of hands, uh, they are rubber hands, pero hindi ko pa natatanggal tong ibang to. So, beam saber holding hands and the kung fu hands. Next, the shining finger hands. I just want to show you the sticker sheet. So, ito yung mga block na to, nilalagay ito sa front skirt armor, tsaka yung armor guard sa foot area. Pero hindi ko ginamit. Then, I also want to show you, one of the good thing about this kit is they included a rubber V-fin. So, kung maputol yung V-fin na plastic, you can replace it using this. So, they also included an open mouth for the hyper mode. And here is a figure of Doman Cashew, unpainted, and sets of beam saber effect parts. I also wanna add, kahit limited yung ibang joints niya, it can still do dynamic poses, and it can stand on its own with one foot. So, malaking tulong yung screws sa inner frame, and it really adds stability sa kit na to. Very nice. Okay, so I also want to show you itong mga rubber parts na to sa foot area, which adds friction kapag nakatuyo siya sa kahit anong surface area, and adds stability to the kit as well. Okay, so now I'm going to show you the hyper mode of Shining Gundam. And here it is, the Shining Gundam Master Grade in its hyper mode. One good thing about this kit is that it really captures the anime version of Shining Gundam. Okay, for height comparison, so as you can see here, this is the 1:100 Gundam Gushin Rebake from IBO and Master Grade Charles Zaku version 2.0. So as you can see, medyo maliit ng konti si Shining Gundam. Next, I also want to show you the height comparison between a 1:100 Shining Gundam and 1:144 high grade Moon Gundam. So watch out for the review of this kit. Okay, so for my final thoughts on this kit, for the negatives, first of all, I just want to say this kit has a lot of bad knobs. So you need to clean it up. So no choice kasi medyo old master grade na ito. And may mga missing na joints, lalo na yung sa body. Then limited articulation sa ibang area. But that's minor gripes. But still, it can still do dynamic poses. And lastly, you need to detail up this kit. Tapos yung mga parts sa hyper mode, they came in yellow out of the box. So you need to repaint it with gold. So I used Tamiya spray can gold. And it turns out pretty good. For the positive, one great thing about this kit is that very tight joints. So malaking tulong talaga yung screws sa loob ng inner frame niya. And it can stand on its own with one foot. That's a huge plus. And it really captures the anime version of Shining Gundam. So that's a huge plus for me as well. And so this is a very cheap kit. So it retails for 1,200 pesos. I believe that this kit deserves a version 2.0, pero kung hindi man mag-release ang Bandai ng 2.0 nito, this kit is still a good buy if you want a master grade Shining Gundam. Okay, so thank you guys again for watching. This is Len of PinoyPlanatiks. Please like, share, and subscribe, and comment down below kung may gusto kayong ipa-review sa akin ng master grade. So I'll see you guys next time.